Alright, boys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to install Black Clover Rise of the Wizard King very quickly, super easy on your PC using BlueStacks. So first of all, there's going to be a link in the description. It's going to be the up-to-date latest BlueStacks version that already comes with really good settings, by the way. So I would recommend you download that one. If you have the previous version, whatever, just like throw that away, download this one, boom. Now, once you've downloaded it, you'll have it in your download folder, right? And then, for people that aren't, too acquainted with PCs, you use the installer. Now, I already have it installed, but it's going to pop up with this little window. Oh, it's going to pop up this little window. And then, boom, there you go. I already have the latest version installed, but what you want to do is it's going to ask you where you want to install it, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Okay, you install BlueStacks. Now, once installed, it's going to open up with a window like this. It's going to start BlueStacks, and you have your instance ready. Right, this is now a phone on your PC. Now, two things you want to make sure is one, which version do you want to play, JP or Korea? I'm going to mention that later, why that matters. But first of all, you want to think about which version you want to play. I assume most people want to play JP. So first of all, what you want to do is download QooApp. That is also going to be in the description. You just go in here, you download QooApp, and then you have it downloaded here too. Now, the way you install QooApp is also very simple. If I drag this here, you take your QooApp, you drag it into your BlueStacks, and then boom, it's installed, right? I already have it installed, but that's it. Very, very quick process, right? Now you click QooApp, you go on QooApp. Now it's going to ask you, it might take a second too, by the way, but now it's going to ask you, do you want to make a guest account? Do you want to do like a real account, whatever? Now I actually have a real QooApp account, but just for you people, I'm going to do a guest account login in this video just because it's very quickly. So it's going to open up the funny QooApp login page. So boom. We're on QooApp, you want to click these arrows, you click guest, okay? Now it might ask you again what you want to log in with, like this, but it might not. It did once for me, but now it's not doing it. And then it's going to ask you to register QooApp Isekai Pass, yoink, I am not doing that. We are here for Black Clover only. You can do that if you want, that's up to you, but I'm just saying, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Now, we can just type on our keyboard, Black Clover, and then boom, we'll have these options. Now, Rise of the Wizard King, Japanese and Korean. Again, you want to pick which one you want to install because you can only have one installed on a device and have it actually run. If you have both installed, if you have the Korean installed, you try to play the Japanese, it'll tell you something, Facebook Manager, Korea detected, you can't play it, right? It's weird, I don't know why they do it, but you can only play one per instance, which is why you want to have multiple instances. I have two. The way you open up this menu is you're going to have this button right here, right? It's going to open the multi-instance manager, and then you can make a new instance down here. And once you click that, you make a fresh instance, or you can clone it. If you have QooApp installed on here, but nothing else, just clone it. All right, you can just clone any instance, right? So I could clone Japan, I could clone Korea, right? Or you make a fresh one, right? And then what you want to pick here is very important, Pi 64-bit. I tried Nougat, and it ran a lot worse for me. So I would suggest you go with Pi 64-bit. And then once you have that, right, you have QooApp on both. Let's say you want to install the Japanese one, you just go in here, you click download, then it's going to install. It's going to ask you to give QooApp the permission to install Black Clover on your device, and then boom, you're done, right? Now we go back to this, and then we have JP here. Now we're not done yet fully. First of all, what you want to make sure is, in case it doesn't work or something for you. So first of all, phone, choose a predefined profile. You want to pick the 21 Ultra and 20 Plus, doesn't really matter. You just want to pick a high-end phone, okay? Because if you don't pick a high-end phone, it might not work, and it might just run poorly too, because of the way like the Android stuff works. Now, graphically, I have these settings. This is what it comes with, I'm pretty sure, as well. Now, this worked the best for me. I tried every single combination that was possible. Some of them don't even work, like you can't even open the game with some combinations. This worked the best for me. The game, up until you actually get into the game and you can open the settings, is locked to 30 FPS, and this has gotten me to 30 FPS consistently, no like hiccups or anything, while like doing anything. Like I had my browser up, had my VPN up, everything, right? All sorts of stuff, very good. And then this display, I mean, it's up to you what you want to do like here, right? You can increase the pixel density and everything, but I would just stay with medium, right? It ran well, and performance wise, I upped it to 6 cores. You can leave it at 4, I didn't notice a difference. And then I gave it 8K, but BlueStacks doesn't use that much RAM. Like I don't think it went over 3K once for me during my like testing, and I had 2 instances up. Because if you want, right, with the multi-instance stuff, you can run both instances right now. I'm recording, so I don't want to like roll my PC too hard. I'm recording, I have something up, and I'm running a video, so let's just leave it at one instance, right? But you can have both of them up, right? If you want to reroll, you can have multiple instances. and then lock your cursor between them and do it all at the same time. But Black Clover has its own reroll system. I don't think you'll be needing that. Anyway, so now you want to open Black Clover, okay? And you're gonna notice an issue, okay? When you try to make an account, it's not going to let you, all right? And that's very important. Unless you're playing global. If you're playing global, then you'll be fine. But for right now, that's going to be an issue if you want to try to log into Black Clover. The villain is coming game is going to come up. Right, now we're going to have this screen, right? You want to click the orange button. That just means you accepted the terms. And then you can choose the way you want to log in. I'm going to do guest login, and I'd suggest you do guest login too. And then you can link it to Google. I'm pretty sure just later. That's usually how it works. But again, you don't have to worry about rerolling in this game because it has a reroll multi-type system, unless you want to like super hardcore reroll. But I think the system they have is going to be plenty. Anyway, if I try to click guest login right now, right, and I click this, it's not going to let me. Right? It says you are not from Japan. Please go away. So you want to use a VPN. Now I'm not going to tell you which VPN to use. It's up to you. Use any VPN. It doesn't matter. There's a bunch of free ones. Now me personally, I use Proton VPN. They don't pay me, so I'm going to talk about them much. Anyway, you want to connect to Japan on your VPN, and then just for making the account, okay? Usually when you connect to a VPN, especially if it's far away, like let's say like Japan, your download speed, everything is going to be affected greatly, right? But the only time you actually need the VPN is when you make your account. So right here for this button click, that's the only time you need the VPN. Because the way it works is it's going to tell the system you are in Japan, you are making the account, right? And you just need to be in Japan to make the account, right? Like let's say you're from Japan, you're traveling to the US, you can still play because you made it in Japan. You made the account in Japan. So you just need to do that, right? So I'm connecting to Japan right now, and I'm about to be connected any second now. Okay, there we go. I'm connected. Now I click guest login, and then boom, it's going to come up with this, and now it's actually going to let me play, right? It's going to tell me I need to like 800 or 900 megabyte download. Boom, yeah, 919. Okay, it increased. What the hell was like 902 earlier? And now the tutorial plays. Right, boom, that's it. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's gonna run this stuff. I have it muted because I'm scared that some sort of like background music is gonna get copyrighted by Black Clover or something. But there we go, you have this, and now you can also just disconnect from your VPN if you want to, right? If you want to have like higher download speed, because I mean, if I'm connected to a Japan server, I'm not gonna have the highest download speed, right? It's actually, I can't lie, it's actually not affecting mine too much. Like I have like 15-ish if I turn it off right now. But yeah, anyway, now in the tutorial, during the download, you can do like the little like first Wizard King fight against the funny demon. Now you can get a feel for the game and everything. You can test how well it's running. As you can see, it's like it's running well for me. There's no hiccups or anything. It's running well for me. It's all good. It looks great. It looks great. It's very nice, right? I can play the game normally. Everything is fine, right? That's the power of BlueStacks, baby. And that's it. Again, very important. Use my link in the description so you have the latest version, because if you use previous versions, it might not work as well, and you might have stutters and everything. Again, this one comes with really good settings pre-installed already. I didn't have to change anything initially. I just upped some settings just for like no reason. I tested them all though, and the default settings that it came with on the link I have were perfect. So I would just suggest you do that. Then you download it, and it's going to tell you it's going to launch at XYZ hours after you download the download, okay? So if I think if I just go back now, no, I'd have to like restart the app or whatever. But anyway, that's the same thing. Now let's say you want to play on Korea, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this BlueStacks, okay? Going to close this, and I'm going to open my new instance, okay? And it's the same thing, right, on Korea. If I want to do Korea, it's going to be the exact same thing. You just open it and boom, you're done. Right? Oh, yeah, sorry. Once you're done, like once you have the second instance, you can just like drag the same QooApp file you downloaded earlier. You can drag it into there, open QooApp, and then you can go from there, download Korea, right? And then, by the way, for Korea, if you're in Japan, if you're connected to Japan, it works the exact same way. It works the exact same way. Even if you're connected to Japan, it still lets you in Korea. You don't like it, the Japanese VPN is fine. They just don't want Westerners there. But if you're from Japan, then you can play Korea. That's fine. So just connect to the same VPN, right? Again, mine, the one I'm using, Proton VPN, has Japan as a free option if you don't want to look for a different VPN. Tunnel Bear is free. There's a bunch of VPNs that have like free trials. just look, maybe you already have one, right? Maybe one of your family members is paying for one, just do it. Maybe you can yoink it of a friend of yours, right? VPN shouldn't be an issue. And also global is launching in 6 to 8 weeks, so you could keep that in mind too. Also, I have a Black Clover channel. It's going to be linked in the description as well. Play sub to that one and watch the video I have on there as well. Thank you very much, baby. All right, but that's going to be it. I think it's because I'm recording, it's a little bit slower right now. But same thing, right? Let's say I want to install QooApp. I just drag it into here, and then boom, you give it like 2 seconds, and it's going to be installed, right? I think my PC is currently rolling itself because of the recording and the VPN. Disconnect from the VPN actually, real quick. Right, it's not gonna take long. You can play other like phone games on here too, right? If you wanted to, it's installing the app right now. If you want to play a different phone game on here, right? And you play something on your phone you want to have on your PC because it's much easier if you have BlueStacks, you can do that too. But Black Clover stuff, you'd want to do like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was helpful. Again, I'm gonna go through our settings really quickly. This is okay. These settings work, by the way. Probably want to put this on high performance. That's what I did, and then it works. Yeah, I'm going to discard changes right now. You have QooApp, same thing. You do the exact same thing. You download Black Clover, whichever instance you have, right? That's why I have a Japan and Korea one. I'm going to be playing both. But yeah, that's it from me, boys. Good job.